Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some. And made that snap a huge success.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jordan Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front.
Shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
63, 63, 73. 73.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And
Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Eagles at 4-5, a game under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Now a give right side Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
63.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones, things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Burrow. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A 1 yard gain can look like a disaster. Here we go. But it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1 yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1 yard.
There he goes, right side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's get set.
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
11 MP,
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Hey, 73.
Now back to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Swift going to try up the middle. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. 63, 63, 63. Like a Hornet.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll look to throw here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
73, 73.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and then when they run after to get into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Flush to his right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Open man downfield is Johnson.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Burrow will throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
73.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw here. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll come up up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
Now here's Johnson.
He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. To Mixon on the check down. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and they'll remain down by 2. Well, this
Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown! Dallas got it. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
63.
Throwing is Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Let's go.
But first down, Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And it really came together with a good week of practice.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Now Burrow on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That one complete downfield to Johnson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Hey, 73, 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it, get it. 63, 63, 63.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
In motion right, Watkins. Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Burrow.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
54 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 4. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Johnson to return it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here we go, here we go.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Mix it up the middle. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
11.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take.
Throwing, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
11.
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
11.
Burrow. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Here comes second down at 5.
Here we go.
To throw, Burrow. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
Here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Burrow. Throw left side there, Schwartz with it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And Burrow going to change the play.
11 empty.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
On 2, ready? 12, 12, 12.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Bengals, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a game they really needed as they dropped back.